Vibes, entertainment we host. The Just Talk Show where we brag and boast. Questions stacking like bricks.
Yo. Welcome to the Just Talk Show. The host with the most SG. We in the building tonight. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe if you're live. If you did, go ahead. We know what I'm saying. We're just having this open conversation tonight. We want to thank all the subscribers. You know what I mean? At 100 subscribers, we're trying to get to 1,000. So yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? We weren't going to hold y'all up. We're going to jump right into this conversation. We're having an open discussion tonight. Yeah, so in the chat, we was talking about time. Is time real? Is it a construct of man? Does it really exist? And we was getting into a little bit of the simulation theory. So I'm gonna go ahead and pose it like this. I feel like that time has been explained in the 19th centuries by people like Albert Einstein and all these other physicists like Stephen Hawking and already then said time is just an illusion, just only that's only affected by the observer. If you can't observe time, you don't know time exists. So we're gonna go ahead and jump it off. Let's hear from Ziggy and some of the other fellas. What y'all think? Just Talk Show.
Well, I think everything can observe time because if you think about it, plants that grow in the daytime, they need sunlight to grow, right? So that's only during the 12-hour span that is sunlight outside. So as they get in this sunlight, they growing. You see what I'm saying? So they know that time exists. For as humans, we know that it's 24 hours in a day. So as them days go by, they've been calculated to be 365 days a year, 12 months in a year. You can break it down however many you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can say 13 months. It still don't matter. It's still the same 365 days. It's still the same 24 hours in a day. You can break it down however you want to and rename it however you want to. Either way it go, those facts will not change. Can't go back in the past. We living in the present and we going to the future. But at the same time, time exists on so many different levels. You just got to be able to understand it.
See, right there, Washington is just talking MJ. What's up, everybody? Hey, right there, Washington. So you slipped up a little bit, and how you had to explain how time can be used and how so much can be done when you said we can make it 12 months, or we can make it 13 months, or we can make it Monday, or we can make it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All this repetitiveness, and just because you go to sleep don't mean something changed, man. You go to sleep and you wake up, ain't nothing changed. Everything's still the same. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's how you observe it. That's why they
No,
say
nothing is still the
it's
same. Nothing
relative.
is still the same.
It's
That's not true. You can't
it's
sleep and
relative
wake up and
to
something's
the
still the same.
observer. It's
What
relative to the observer. Let me say that right quick. Relative to the
hold on,
observer.
go
But
back to answer your
but
question. Go back.
but
How do
what you
you
saying?
say you says when you wake up and go to sleep, everything is still the same? That's not true.
That is true. What do you mean
No,
it
it
ain't
ain't.
true?
It didn't grew. It didn't grew. Something grew. Or you didn't got wiser, or you didn't got dumber. Something happened. Time ain't just it's slipping by, but at the same time, ain't nothing just standing still. Everything
Nah,
growing.
all that is true, but when we talking about time, that really doesn't have anything to do with time, unless you want to say it take time for things to grow. But things gonna grow with or without time.
Can't hear
Go
you.
ahead and mute up, Kevin. But things gonna grow with or without time, man. And if you take
Things
time
grow.
away, if you take this tool called time away, things gonna still grow, dog.
But that's one thing. You can't take time away because it exists. And it's not just only to the observer. That's what I'm saying. It exists.
So we got in the chat. We was talking a little bit about it. So I'm gonna pose this question to you, Mr. Ziggy. Where does time exist? And then I go dive a little deeper. Can you can you can you accurately describe where is the future and where is the past? Because I'm saying that only thing that really exists is the present. Just talk, SG.
I mean, only reason prison exists is because that's what you're thinking about now. But as you were speaking them words, the first word that you spoke out of your sentence became the past instead of being the present.
But where is it at though? Can you obtain
Every
it? Can you
word that
touch
you
it?
keep
Can you
going
measure it?
with is your future.
But future is just something you just made up. It's just
No,
a
it's
word.
not.
It's a word. Okay, so can
Everybody
you
know what the
describe
future is, man. What the
where? Okay, where is that then? Can you go
it's
touch the future? Can you interact with the future?
yes, you interacting right now, like I just explained it. As we going, as you speaking, every word that you speaking into the future because your brain and already thought about it. It's processing down from your brain to your mouth, and then you speaking it out your head, and that's future time right there.
Well, this thing
You
called
can't
quantum
keep
physics.
saying the same word over and over and over and think that you're gonna get somewhere, but you still moving in the future. I can say did, and you're gonna say, damn, you said did 6 times. So that means you sitting there listening to the future.
But what I'm saying to you is, Ziggy, that the future doesn't exist because you only have right now this moment of consciousness that you to the listeners right now. Listen to the words that are coming in my mouth. Your brain is entering your brain, and your brain is interpreting it in real time. Now, with no pun intended. Now, can you obtain the future? Can you affect the future? No, because everything is happening at once. It's this thing that us physicists call,
Affect the future.
hold on. It's this thing that us physicists call quantum entanglement. And but that being said, that even if you do have a future self, it's all being interacted at the same time. It's all probability of what's happening. Uh, you know, at any given point. Now you can't
Listen,
affect the past. You can't affect the future. Only thing you have is the present.
you can affect your future by the choices that you make. I don't know who told you that shit, but the choices you make affects your future. Like right now, if you go to sleep, you gonna miss what you could have saw on TV. You gonna miss what somebody a phone call that could have made you some money. Anything you missing that. But if you don't go to sleep, you got a chance at not missing that. So
All right,
the choices that you make are um
real
the
quick,
choices that you
real
make
quick,
are you know what I'm saying is predicting your future.
real quick, CJ. Before you go, I see what y'all tapping into actually is the multiverse theory, or what I'm saying, the multiverse hypotheses that these scientists are coming up with now. Because yes, like you say, Ziggy, that every possibility that is able to be had or able to be be able to be made, or every choice that you're able to make can play itself out, and that's exactly what's happening right now at the same time in other world. I mean, you just don't know it, but that's exactly what that multiverse theory is saying. But we'll let you go, CJ.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to start off by saying the observer is experiencing past, present, and future because yesterday is your past. What you did yesterday, what you did this morning is the past. The present is what's currently being constructed right now. When we finish this talk, record, and then press it, and then put it on platform, that's going to be the future from where we are currently. So we're living all three. You don't understand it because you're trying to put each one into its own little compartment and any different section. But
Thank you for breaking it
all
down.
all of them are the same exact thing. So the past was Thanksgiving. We all experienced it. We had good food, good drink, good fellowship, and told everybody what we were thankful for. Now here we are. It's Sunday, and it's time to go back to work. So that is the construct of time as far as past, present, and future in the small encapsulation of that. It's relative to the observer. If I'm experiencing it, time could be moving super fast. If I'm sitting in a bed, time might be moving super slow because you're like, oh man, I'm waiting on the nurse to bring me my pain medicine. So time is being drug out for you. So it's just relative to what the observer is viewing and experiencing as far as what time is to that person. Because I can say Ziggy is in the past because guess what? Where I'm at, it's actually 7 o'clock, and where he is, it's 5 o'clock. So to put it into little segments like y'all want to do, it's not segmented like that. It's all one free flowing thing. It's we're all experiencing it relative to where we are. Just like
Exactly.
Junior.
All
Exactly.
right,
And as
before you
we
go,
experience
Ziggy,
time,
I want to
not
throw
gonna
this
stop
out
us.
there. Well, no, I'll give you a chance to rebuttal. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That time ain't gonna stop or slow down is what I'm saying. You can't if you might, it might seem like it's going slow or whatnot, but it's still 24 hours in a day. It's still 60 seconds in a minute. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day, that time is still gonna keep going. It ain't stopping. It ain't slowing down. You know, it's only going one speed, and that instrument that we have observed time with has been, you know what I'm saying, used to where you can also, you know, it's common sense. You can look at it and see it, not only feel it and notice it, but you can see it. You don't need an instrument to tell that the sun is in the middle of the sky, that it's midday,
But
or
you
it's
only
in.
thinking about from your perspective, Ziggy. I mean, of course, if you're on planet Earth and the location that you at, you can see where the sun at. But what if you were on Jupiter? Where would the sun be at? So you can't use that. That's not even a constant that you can accurately describe
It's
time
still,
on.
but what I'm telling you, you trying to take it out to Jupiter. We you moving the goalpost, bro. We
No,
live
it
on
ain't
Earth.
number one
We
goal.
talking about
Jupiter
Earth.
exists. Other galaxies exist, and it's a scientific fact that the faster you go, the slower time it goes. If you
And
look at
you
this
just
background,
said, and you just said
Nah.
time don't change. You just said that, Ziggy. You just said time don't change.
On Earth, on Earth, it don't
Oh, now
change
you
on
moving
Earth.
the
We talking
goalpost.
about
okay,
Earth.
it does change on Earth. It does
Everybody live on
change on
Earth.
Earth. If you inside of a plane in the atmosphere traveling at a faster time and higher in the atmosphere, time is going slower. People have done this experiment, man. People have taken atomic clocks and
But
set
guess
one
what?
clock
Guess
on the
what? Guess what?
ground
How
and
long you
set one
think
clock
people
in the
gonna
plane,
live? How long
and the
you
clock
think
is
people gonna
and the
live
clock is
up there
slower.
and observe time? Hold on. Let me tell you why you moving the goalpost. Let me tell you why you moving the goalpost. Who gonna live up in the atmosphere? Nobody right now. Everybody living on Earth.
Man,
We
it's
talking
been
about
astronauts
planet
that's been living
ground
in
zero.
orbit
We
for
talking about
they had
zero. We talking
man.
about ground zero right now. That everybody common sensely stay on and observe time from ground zero, from the ground, not from the fucking sky, not from space. We talking about on the ground where all the people are at.
well,
That's what I'm talking about.
you got
Hey,
people
That
on the
is
space station right
perspective
now.
of
You got
24
people on the
hours.
space station right now.
We ain't man, damn them people on the space station, they still 39 years old. When they come back, they gonna be still 39 years old.
Actually, they not,
Damn, we
man.
still making the. It don't matter how fast they come back. Their birthday still gonna come around to December the 3rd. If they come back right now, what today is? November the. Hold on, it's November the 30th. If they come back right now, I don't give a damn how fast they come back. They ain't gonna be no older, no younger. They gonna turn 39, they're 40. They gonna be at 40 December the 3rd when you finish.
Say, MJ, I'm so glad you blew my screen up right there, man. That's why I'm laughing. Y'all, if anybody know this iconic scene in the background, this is a scene from the movie Planet of the Apes. Now, if y'all know the movie Planet of the Apes, the guy was in a spaceship. They just developed this new spaceship. He went into the space and came back, and he crash landed on Earth. When he crash landed, he was like, "Man, where's all the civilization at? Where's all the people at? Where's the office? Where's everything at?" He had to get his space station. He had to get his spaceship out the mud and all this. So, long story short, throughout the movie, he seen some apes come around, kidnap him, and put him in a a little cage or whatever. And he was like, "Man, the apes then took over, so I've been gone and everything." But at the end of the movie, when he seen this the Statue of Liberty, he realized that he was on the earth and that he was gone so long that the Statue of Liberty has been buried. And to him, he was only gone a couple days. But when he made it back to the planet, it had been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years in past. Now, this is a
Hey,
scientific phenomenon that's been. Hold on,
so
this is a scientific. This is a thing called science that people have explained, even in the movie Interstellar, when he was on another planet, he came back and the dude's daughter was an old lady, And he was the same age. This is a scientific fact, man, that you can prove with through mass equals energy equals mass. Albert Einstein then predicted this stuff, man. The faster you move toward the speed of light, the slower time goes, man. I mean,
Kenny, what I'm saying is,
I
what I'm
know y'all
saying
don't
is,
believe in science and equations and numbers and physics and stuff, but I don't care what you say, man. It's real.
okay,
Just talk.
you just got all that off a
Yeah.
non-fictional movie that didn't land no point. But what I'm telling you is now, I don't care how fast you go to speed up time, to slow it down, or whatever. As soon as you come back to Earth and hit that ground, that time gonna still be going the same. 60 seconds
Man,
All right,
somebody
to a
help this
minute.
man.
let me help you out, Ziggy. Yeah, because he ain't getting it. He ain't grasping what you're saying, Skinny.
He ain't getting it.
Ziggy. What he's saying is, man, if you travel at the speed of light, which is the speed of light, bro, you got to actually think about the speed of light. If you travel at that speed, time slows down at that speed because you're traveling so fast. I mean, just to put it simple, you got to really grasp what he's saying.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
who doing name 10 people that's doing that right now to be able to observe that time? Nobody.
What you mean? Name 10
Nobody
people.
moving at the speed of light right now, right?
Well, these are like he
Photons
said.
are. Photons exist. They are moving at the speed of light. Look at your light in your room right now.
He's talking about a person because
Exactly,
once
man.
you
A
get over
person that
Mach
can
1
say
and 2 and 3, you're glued to the
exactly
seat,
that can
and
that can,
anything faster than that, you'll just be liquid waste.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you ain't.
it's
Thank you.
Yeah. Our bodies ain't built for that type of speed. We know that.
So that's
But
what I'm
in
trying to say
space,
to him. He's
in
trying to
space,
observe
man,
something
man,
from somewhere that
that's on
can't be
Earth.
observed.
That's on Earth, but in space, that the rules change. You know, gravity and the rules of gravity change, and so you may be able to do
No,
that in space.
no, the laws of physics are constant throughout the galaxy, man. And that's just a. I
The
mean,
laws of physics, but okay, well, I don't mean the rules then. I did mathematical equations change. The pull of gravity change. How much the gravity is pulling on you. If you're not close to a massive object, you don't have any gravity pulling on you. Why does shit float in when you go out in outer space then? Because it's not as much gravity. So that's what I'm saying, Mr. Science guy, Bill Nye.
okay, how close is Neptune to the sun?
And and really I need
all,
to
all, all,
I'm
all
just
those are all
listen,
theory.
hold on. Yeah, these are all theories, but at the same time, I'm just trying to explain to you your science, man, because really, these are theories, and theories are just theories. They haven't been really proven because they even said the moon landing was fake. I mean, what's up? You
There we
think
go.
that hold on before you go. I know you said India or China or somebody just landed on the moon recently. Uh
In India.
whatever. Whatever. I don't believe that either. Go ahead though. Just talk Skinner.
I don't want to hide the mic, man. But what I'm saying is, man, physicists are already made these equations and have predicted it to be true. And one thing one evidence of it, man, is the satellites that's in the sky right now. How we can talk, interact with each other throughout these. I don't care what y'all say. Satellites exist, GPS and all this stuff exists. Y'all can firmament, whatever. So let's say in my world, they do exist, and these satellites that's in orbit right now have to set back their clock every 3 seconds, bro, or they'll be off calibration. So that means that in orbit, time is slower. So how is it a constant if we constantly have to adjust for it? So time doesn't exist. Time is just
It
a
might not be
construct of
slower to
man.
orbit it. It might be
The
longer
word,
to
what
orbit.
does the word time mean? Let me ask you that,
It's
Ziggy.
okay. It's an instrument used to measure the amount of time in a day.
Bam,
Okay, exactly.
bam.
Exactly. Exactly. It's an instrument, it's a tool that's being used. Now, let me
Exactly.
ask you a question.
That
Does a,
satellite
does
is
a
a tool that's being used. But look, let me tell you why this tool got to be recalibrated because it's flying outside of orbit. It's not on ground zero like it is. Like I just told you, it's
so
not
it's
at
okay,
altitude
so it's more stuff
zero,
going on
longitude
than just where
zero.
you at, observer. Yes, to you can observe it, but what about the fish underwater? I don't think it sees
That,
water.
Yeah, and
that
that's what I was, man, perfect
guess
segue into
what?
my
That
point,
fish underwater, it don't
SG.
matter. That fish
Perfect segue.
underwater know seasons. That fish
Hey,
underwater know when to spawn. It know when to eat. and that's time.
Exactly. So perfect segue into my point. The animals, humans are the only ones that need time. The animals don't need time. The animals don't understand a clock. An animal doesn't have a watch on. An animal doesn't need any of this stuff that we need because it ain't got to go to work. It ain't got nothing to do next month. It ain't got no birthday to celebrate. It's a tool for man. It's a tool for us to be able to do all the things that we want to do. But we can still live without time. If you take time, if time never exists, I mean, the word time, the definition, the meaning of time, if we never thought about it when we came up, as cavemen or whatever, however you want to say it, if we never thought about time, we would still exist and we would still be just fine. And that's why I know time is just a tool that man made and we don't really need it.
I just want to say you still gotta have the time to say, oh, we gotta plant these plants so that way they can harvest in a certain amount of time. So I mean, it's still a certain time limit on stuff. So we will still have a time. That's just like when you cook. It don't you put it in the oven for a certain amount of time till it's done. You don't want to overcook it. You don't want to undercook it. So that means you let it sit for that same 20 minutes instead of 10 minutes or instead of 2 hours. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a time to
Can
stuff.
can
Man,
can you
I can cook by
experience?
just looking at it. If I'm baking a cake, I can look at the top of the cake, stick a fork in it, and it's done.
Exactly. That's the time. Exactly. You notice when it's done. That's just like a wolf. When the sun, when the moon come out, it howls at the moon. It don't howl at the sun, but it knows that the moon is out. So that's time to the wolf.
You try to make,
It
boy, you
knows
making
time.
this shit up now. You
No,
making
I'm
some
not.
No,
I
shit
ain't
he
talking
up.
ain't
about
making
making
that
this
up.
up.
He ain't making that up. That
No, no, no,
is
no,
The rooster crow to
no,
the sun.
no.
The
What
rooster
I'm
crow to
saying
the sun
is,
every morning. You mean to
what
tell me
I'm
it don't
saying.
know that it's time? It's right at sunrise. Not as soon as it come up. Not when it get above his head. It come right when it's sunrise. That
What
tells you
up,
something. I mean, it's time.
dude?
That's time.
Okay, no, that's not time. Does that wolf have a clock on? Does he know? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Okay, let me go on.
He don't need.
It's 5 a.m. Let me go
They
on
don't
out
need
here.
one. They don't need one.
Exactly.
They
That's my
stomach.
point.
They stomach
Stop
tell
letting
them,
that.
or
Hey,
they
look, look,
instinct.
look, look.
They
Do me a favor.
instinct.
Do me a favor, Zach. Stop letting that pass over your head, bro.
Listen,
Stop
they
doing that.
instinct tell them, they
You
instincts
look back.
tell them what to
You
do.
look
It's
back,
not
dog.
about
Stop letting
time. We
that
know
pass
they
over
don't
your head.
understand time because time is only something that humans know as far as time, like 24 hours,
Thank
for
you.
1 o'clock. They're saying one,
Keep making
okay,
my
it's
point.
107. A wolf
Keep
don't know
making
that
my
it's
point.
fucking 107. Okay, we know
The
that part
wolf,
already.
the fucking
But
wolf. You just explained to me that the wolf come out and howl at the moon. He don't know
yeah,
no
that's
goddamn time.
nighttime. I mean, they know it's nighttime and it's a full moon.
Fucking wolf
It
don't know no
how?
time, man.
Ziggy.
You think
Let
the
Ziggy,
me
what
see.
sun
time is it
already
right
made
now?
itself known where
Ziggy,
it's positioned at? It comes out and do
Ziggy,
that for a reason.
Ziggy, what time is it right now?
Oh man, it's 6:20.
No, it's not. It's 7:17. Case closed. Just talk show.
Well, it is 17. I was looking
Hey,
at the
well,
microwave.
look,
I was looking at
look,
the microwave. My phone says 6:17.
right
Oh,
quick
oh,
though,
that sound all type of wrong.
right
I
quick
got
though.
it set
Hey,
so I can get up out of here in the morning.
hey, my guys, we from Mississippi, man. Y'all know we got something to say, man. This was an open mic night. We talked about time. We expressed it. Everybody really pretty much touched on it, my guy. And let's just talk. AJ got something to say about it.
Let me.
We were
Hey,
gonna kind of,
look.
we were gonna kind
Hey,
of,
one more
cause
point.
I know
I
I
got
had
one more
another
point
topic.
before we close it out.
That's a bet.
Check
That's
this
a
out.
bet. That's a
Let me
bet.
tell you
Go
another
ahead.
animal. You said fish don't know when time is. They don't know when time is. Okay, so why do salmon swim up the river? Because they know what?
When they're ready to spawn.
Exactly. Thank you. They know that nature telling them that it's
And
time
I
to
was
go
just
do
gonna
that.
say
They
that's
don't have
all
to.
that's
They don't have to
nature.
do it in the daytime or the nighttime. They just got to get their ass up there. God damn it. They know that all of them getting up there. That's time for you. That's how they know time.
For those who
They
have
know
ears, hear me.
for killer whales, they know that the seals finna go mate and all they gotta teach their babies how to swim at some point. The penguins and all them too. So guess what they do? The sharks and the killer whales, they go hang around and be like, oh yeah, I'm finna catch me
What
one.
time? What time
We
they
finna
go? What time?
they know it's time to hunt. They
I'm saying
instinct
what
coming out.
time? What time? What time they go? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. or 5 o'clock. What time to
When
go?
they hungry, when they stomach say it's time to eat,
You
Man,
that's when they
goddamn
up.
right.
you are
Prove
making
my
up
point.
man-made perceptions in your head, man. Your
Right.
man mind, you are saying that this is exist, but it doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the present, man. For those who have ears, hear me. The only thing that you can observe is the present right now. The words that come around out of my mouth a second ago doesn't exist anymore. The future doesn't exist. The only thing you have is now. I suggest everybody
But
stay happy and learn how to hold on. Let me hear me
but
out, and we can
CJ
move on.
just told you. I'll tell you how you wrong. Cause look, CJ just explained it to you and
Uh,
just told you the you observing
I feel
all of
like
them at the
I feel
same
like you
time.
guys are forgetting two of the most things when it comes to time. It's just how AJ. I feel like you guys are forgetting two of the most things that nature gave us, that the universe gave us, that y'all now you ain't heard nobody say, which is the sun and seasons, summer, spring, fall. I feel like that's how back then, before a clock was made, before it was on this man-made thing. I feel like that's how they kept up with time. When the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. When it's fall time, it's summertime, it's springtime.
Okay, what if
That's
what if
how
you're in Antarctica?
What you
the
mean?
sun comes up in Antarctica sometime, not all the time though, not all, but it does come up sometime.
same way in Alaska. Same way in Alaska.
But like the point you're trying to prove, you rarely see it. This is the point you're trying to prove. I get you, but it do come up.
And it's still 365 days in that year that it orbit, that the sun, that the earth
But
orbits.
bottom line is that's how I feel like that's when you say time, I feel like that's time. When the sun
Hey,
sets, when the sun rises, different seasons, I feel like that's time. Nature, when the leaves start falling off the branches, I feel like I feel like I feel like
Yes,
that's
they do.
time.
we
Fuck
gonna
that.
move on, y'all. But
Fuck that. Hey,
we got any subscribers in Alaska. I know y'all be having like experiencing like a couple months of nothing but nighttime. So just see what they chime in the comments about day and night. Is it always constant? But we're gonna move on. We're gonna keep it moving. Zach is crazy. Time is only relative to the observer. It's not we're all
Yeah,
not
hey,
crazy here from
hey, the
Mississippi.
man. The
You
man,
know,
the man had a couple good points. He hitting good points, but I just don't think he thinking deep enough. This is just talking MJ. He should think a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? And he'll start to get it. But he is making some good points though. We ain't gonna just do him like that.
nah, we doing that. That shit don't make no sense. I'm just playing. But look, man, what else we got
you
going
ain't, you
on for
still
the
ain't
day,
answer
man?
none of my questions though. You still every
All
time
right,
I
we
hit you
good, we
with
good,
something,
we good,
you had to
Ziggy, we
try to
good.
go into something else. You had to try to go into something else because you
Hey,
just can't
hey,
believe
how
it.
about this?
You got
How
we
about
got
this?
we got it's damn near 4 against 1 right now. That's what it sounds like to me.
How about this? How about this, man? The earth is flat and Gucci Man still a
Oh my
clone.
God. Here
And
we go.
Gucci Man a clone.
I
Gucci
feel
Man
like
a
we
clone,
going
my nigga.
Gucci
I feel
man
like
is
we
Gucci
close.
Man
going
a
back in
clone,
the
my nigga.
past now again. Look, Gucci
Gucci man.
Man.
We are
Okay,
living on
so
a
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
earth.
ahead, go ahead.
It's not circular. It's not round.
He just changed his image up, man. He ain't no clone, man. He just changed his image up, man. He see how everybody else getting caught up on shit. He trying to change his shit up so he won't get caught up too. I tell you, he been to the pen. He been took away from what he was doing. You know what I'm saying in life. He was making money. His wife was making money. You know what I'm saying. So he been
Man,
sat down for a minute. That's like a wake up call to be like, let me humble myself a little bit and
Oh,
change my
Goose
way.
ain't give a fuck about no bitch.
So Gucci ain't a clone, man. He just changed his
yeah.
ways.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
Goose
the old
ain't give
Gucci,
a fuck
you
about
think
no
the
bitch.
old Gucci would have got handled like this by a bitch named Keisha? Come on, man. Then plus his baby mama say his old ex girlfriend say that ain't the real dude, and plus he didn't show up to his own mama funeral, bro. Come on, man. This is some strange ass robot, man. That ain't no.
Hey man, look what happened
Hey,
when Yo Gotti
Gucci
showed up to his
get there,
brother's
blink
funeral.
twice.
Him and his mama almost got killed. So come on, man.
Yeah, that's the name of it.
He
He
probably
said
felt
that
something.
blank twice.
Wanted to stay away. He could see it from video time, or he'll see it some other time. He probably felt the emotional way, or he just felt something. A hit was out to him, and he just, like I said, he laid low.
I
You
think
don't know
probably
what
paid.
situation was going on, is what I'm saying, in his mind for him to have to miss a funeral. You know what I'm saying? It's something can happen. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see what can happen in funerals. Ain't no protection like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how
Or
much
maybe he was
security
just
guard
trying
you
to,
hire.
the man came out with a book talking about how he was schizophrenic and bipolar and all this stuff. Maybe the man trying to protect his energy. He like, man, maybe that might trigger me or something like that. You know what I mean? Mental health is real, man. The man said he was schizophrenic, man. And he
He
was
ain't
out
want to
there
get
lean
seen on
tripping.
camera crying. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to get seen crying in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he trying to uphold the image. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, man. All right. Well,
My
people
my
close to
my
him.
question for everybody is: are mermaids and sirens real? Because when the angels came to the earth and made it with everything, they made it with everything. So when the flood came, the abominations that were on the earth died. So that being said, you can't drown a fish in water.
Yeah. So you saying the ones that was in the water still surviving?
We know you telling me about Neptune and how far it is from the sun. Why are we worried about that and when we don't know what's in our own ocean?
True that. True that.
I mean, well, I kind of agree that mermaids exist. Man, I went down a mermaid rabbit hole the other day, man. It's this guy on TikTok talking about he was on a ship and they be you know, he was an ex-felon or whatever. I forgot his name on TikTok. People can look him up. But he was just showing how he just on the ship or whatever, you know, fishing every day. And he said the captain said, "Hey man, sometimes we got to catch some special cargo." And they had a big chamber up in there. He like, "What this for?" And he got pictures of them catching the mermaids and selling them to rich people. And then what they do, eat them up. They eat them to try to stay alive longer. I heard about that, and I'm like, man, that might be on something. There's all type of
All right.
aquatic species out there.
They
So
try to
this
do
my
all
theory on this
longer.
my theory on that, bro. I don't know mermaids exist because they would have been them. They would have been them spun by now. They would have been seen by now. They would have been, you know what I'm saying? Somebody would have seen some by now. We got people staying on every part of the earth right now. Somebody would have seen one. You know what I'm saying? I get it that it's a lot of water. It's 70% water on Earth, but it's submarines everywhere. Is you know what I'm saying? We got airplanes everywhere. You got all type of stuff just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They got to come up at some point in time. They can't just stay underwater. You know what I'm saying? If you are staying underwater, they still would have been seen by the population
Man,
of the
You must just see the second Black Panther, man. If they come up, they got to have helmets and all this other stuff on because it's gonna throw that equilibrium off. Just think about that.
Yet
You
again,
you
you
go
referring
you
to
go
a science
underwater.
fictional movie though.
I'm trying to put it in a conceptual that you can comprehend, man. What I'm saying is when you go that low, your your pressure in your head is different. You're not understanding what I'm talking about. If you get on a
Okay.
submarine and go down,
So your
you're gonna
equilibrium.
feel way different than what you feel right now. It's a lot of more pressure applied to the body. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it's gonna throw
you're
your
not gonna
equilibrium
feel
off.
the same exact what you talking about right now as you would underwater. And since that's why certain fish have to stay at a certain level. If they come up, they're gonna die
Depth.
because
A certain depth. Yeah, I get that.
so why would they come up here?
But think about all the submarines and all the underwater, you know what I'm saying? Voyages that they didn't have and they ain't seen none. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
man, I
all
just said the dude on TikTok
all the
said they
countries that
caught
we
some the other
have now,
day.
all the countries that we have now, that's TikTok. Come on, man. Look at
Oh,
these
okay. That he
videos.
was
It
going.
gotta
He was
be
live. He was live, Zach. He was live streaming. You can't fake a live stream.
you can't
And
be
they heard
playing.
they seen he got pictures of the damn sirens or mermaids, whatever, jumping in and out the water. They got one on the hook, catching the motherfucker up in there screaming and shit, talking about let me go, all type of shit. This is our
Oh,
live
now all of
stream.
a sudden it speak
Look
English.
it up,
So
look it
it
up.
speak English. So it speak English and it know how to speak English.
Hell
Come on,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, they
Come on.
sirens, man. They
How
trip
they
people to get
learn English?
jump.
How they learn
They
English?
sing.
They got a book underwater
Bro,
and
have you
read it.
heard
They
anything about
ancient.
the
They
sirens?
taught
They
themselves. They
sing and
taught
make
themselves
people
English.
crash the ship.
Man, come on.
He didn't
This
sound like a
this
nigga like me and you. He was just like help. He sound like a fish dude or something, man. I don't know.
Oh man, well come on, man. You gotta come on, man. You said
Okay,
it
okay.
said
Do you
help
know
me, let me
anything
go,
about?
dog.
Okay, so
A
you
whole
trying
sentence.
to tell me that okay, so if we got reptilians, we got human beings. You telling me there ain't no type of other species evolved in the ocean that's humanoid or nothing like that? How can
They
you
had to learn
unequivocally
it,
tell
man. You
me
gotta
that?
go to school to
When we got
learn
so much
English,
different
Kenny.
life that's in the
You had to
ocean and
go to
on the earth, man.
school.
We got
Man,
monkeys, we got
somebody had to
gorillas, we got
translate
giraffes.
English to you, man. That's what
It
you
ain't
Whales,
don't
hey,
understand. They ain't
whales
Or maybe
and
teaching
they on
us
a
no
dolphins
higher
English
consciousness
like
where
are
they
that.
can
ancient
just,
beings.
these are ancient.
Man,
They can They got ancient consciousness, man. They can, predict a nigga speech or
Man,
something, man.
you gotta be around somebody to learn English like that. You know what I'm saying to even say help, to even say something to something that
They
even
can mimic, man. They can mimic. And plus
nah.
whales and dolphins are ancient beings as well, man.
And they
They say
talk
they
to
from and they can talk, and their brain cells are
They
just as
can
big
talk
as
to each
ours.
other. Yeah, they can talk to each other
DNA,
through
their
sonar,
DNA
but
strands and
still
shit.
echolocation. They got echo and all that too, and they got this clicking thing that they do. I get it with the dolphins and the whales. I get that, but I'm telling you now, still they don't know English to come out and just say help or someone let me go. So that's why I say
Man, your
all that
dog
video and stuff
understand
on
you when you
TikTok
talk to it,
No,
though.
is altered and fake. The dog because you talk to it every day. Exactly. He around English. He understand it because I say it to him every day, all day. So when somebody said is sitting there talking to you, saying something to you, that's his first time being caught. This a mermaid first time being caught. A dog know, goddamn it, what no mean because you done said it 1,000 times to him every damn day. That's a difference. A mermaid ain't gonna come out saying no, and goddamn it, he ain't never heard it before. Come on now.
how your dog know you pulling up at the house before you pull up there?
What you mean? They can hear you. They can hear you just like a deer. All that shit. Our animals, they got better hearing than we do. We even got good hearing. You can hear airplanes from miles in the sky. You can just hear the loud engine though. You hear it. Oh, that's what I'm telling you. Our hearing is good. We just can't tap into it like they can. They got a different sense of hearing because that's what they nature instinct live off of. They gotta defend themselves. That's their defense
they got a
mechanism.
I
different, they
We
got a
got
mean,
one
different, they
too.
got a,
If you
they
hear
got a
glass
different
break and
frequency.
you hear gunshots, what your body automatically do? You flinch, you duck down. That's your defense mechanism. It comes into play. You don't realize that, but that's what your sixth sense is. Everybody had that, but that's what I'm telling you. Still, that video was still altered. Back to the point. Ain't no such thing
You
as
can't
mermaids
alter a
or
live
siren.
stream.
Ain't no
hey,
listen.
we got some feedback from somebody. It's either AJ or Zinga. Let's get this audio right quick, man. Just talk show.
It's all good. It's just talk AJ. Let him get his comment in, then he'll mute again, brother. Yeah, but like he was saying, man, you can't CGI, you can't fix up a live stream. You can't put AI on top of a live stream. You can't do that. It's live. So live is live. If he went live, that means that what was happening live. Like they say, reporting live at Channel 5, my nigga. So if it was live,
Okay, so what I'm saying is it could have been like a movie shoot recording or something, and he just giving a preview of it or something, or it could have been somebody
Just,
faking,
he just got out of
just
jail on
dressing up.
Don't no
pro
It
matter
could
bro,
have been
how
man.
somebody
bad you
dressing
Only
want
up.
it to
job he can
be,
find was
man.
on the ship.
You
Man,
can't
you
do
got people
nothing with no
dressing up
live
and
stream. But if
Yeah,
you
interacting
he
with
a
it.
live,
You know what
Hollywood
I'm saying? I
producer.
done seen many people dress up like Bigfoot or a bear or something like that, and they try to, you know what I'm saying? It's
listen, man. Here,
costumes,
I'm done
man.
talking.
We
Kenny,
got
I'm done
costumes
talking.
out here.
Kenny, I'm done talking.
Bigfoot.
Just talk.
He right, man. People have dressed up like
Somebody had a costume
Yeah,
on,
people have
dressed
dressed
up
up
to
like
be
but
able to
man,
Bigfoot.
see English. I still, once and this is all the details. It's all the details that go into it in a situation, man. If something was to happen, if I was to explain a situation right now, and it's all the details into it that'll make you be like, oh, wait a minute, that don't two and two don't add up. Come on, man.
Well,
yeah,
I
man.
put
I
I put
agree
Just
it
with
go
like
you.
back
It
and
could
this.
be
watch the
faking it a
video.
little bit more.
I put it
Just
like
go
this.
back and watch the video. Certain stuff don't add up. Like, wait a minute, how was it able to do this? Or how was it able to do that? And how after all these years, it all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, do this? Or
Cause we
how
got
after,
we we got internet now. We got people out there now with phones and stuff. At first, we didn't have the evidence, and then if somebody did come back with a tape, you think the government is just gonna be like, all right, yeah, put that on Channel 10. Y'all good? Let Channel 10 and Boston just go ahead and put that on there, and don't even worry about it. They have rules and regulations. Everything. What's that? The every news station has some top people over the top of them. I can't even think of the name of them right now, but everybody,
Associated Press,
yeah,
AP.
Associated Press, yeah. So they set rules and they set bars for them. You can't just be saying, "All right, mermaids out there." They got to approve that news. You know, is for the most part, they all say the same goddamn news. Really, if it's gonna be worldwide news, it's gonna all be the same thing. It ain't gonna be nothing too much off bar like that. Off, just unless it's some local news. But anyway,
Man, it would have
just
been
I think
everywhere.
just talk soon. What was your point on that, man? You were just trying to say, mermaids are angelic beings, or they
No,
just
I'll be
they
just
just
more
fish.
referencing them because it is this. It's still going on. It's unfortunately Ziggy. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? You would not think of something like that, but if you could believe in a half man, half goat, or anything else you saw on The Hobbit, because whether y'all know it or not, that's how it kind of played out, and that's why you find all these other bones of other things on the planet. And scientists try to just put it all out of order and this, that, and that. But for in order for those bones to have existed here, it had to be like The Hobbit, where it was hobbits, it's humans, it's elves, it's those trolls, it's what I'm saying, it's dwarves, it was a whole bunch of things living, cohabitating. All of them weren't mingling with each other, but they all existed on this planet that we are on because
This where I this where I got this where I got to
it was more like it was more
what the
like
Egyptians drew on the
at,
wall.
at
What the
that
Egyptians
time
drew on their walls.
at that time it was more or less the survival. If you don't have the correct traits, you just won't survive on.
CJ,
Let's talk
what
June.
what did what did the what CJ? What did the Egyptians draw on their walls?
Hieroglyphics. Oh, go ahead.
Okay,
So,
all right, the hieroglyphics, right? All right, they
What they
pretty much drew
observed,
every animal. They pretty much
what
drew almost every animal
what they
that
observed.
exactly what they observed, right? Now geologists would have dug up the earth and they found dinosaur bones or whatever and all that. So we got dinosaur bones, maybe even
those are
giants.
giant.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying maybe even giants. But I'm just saying some those are just speculation. We haven't seen no what I'm saying, no actual uh one in real life. Like they
Dinosaurs,
all been
whether you
pictures.
know it or
They
not,
all been pictures. Is
dinosaurs'
what I'm saying.
names just got changed. They used to be dragon. They used
You
to
ain't
call it.
seen.
Man, that's
It's a
true. They could have
dragon.
been because they
You
lizards
say
though.
you ain't
That's
seen
true
no
too because
giant
they
in real
lizards.
life. That's what you said.
No, not no
Victor
giant
Wembanyama,
bone.
nigga.
Not no giant bone.
Victor
Huh?
Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
Man, that's not a giant. He just a tall person, man. He ain't no giant. That ain't considered no giant. What they talking about giant was
Fucking
they were
giant,
saying
nigga.
three
Man,
stories
that's a
tall.
giant.
A
What's
giant
wrong
is
with this
3 story
nigga?
tall, man. I'm talking
So,
about
so,
giant is
so you
somebody
don't, you
3 story
don't, you
tall.
don't feel like it was a Goliath.
No. A
So you
Goliath
don't
is
think
somebody three.
you don't
Think
think it was
about it.
nobody
Think
that was
about it.
30 meters tall. You don't believe that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No, no. You haven't seen no bones. You haven't where is that? All you see is
They
They got
pictures.
they
bones.
they
All you see
destroyed
is
them all.
pictures.
They
Man.
destroyed them because
Wow.
it doesn't fit into the Rockefeller education that you got going on right now. You know,
Man, they got pictures of giant
It's
bones, man, all
because they
across
don't
the
want
internet, man. The Smithsonian just
they
passed a
want you
law where
to
they had to
think what
repatriate
you are
any.
thinking now that didn't exist, and that's what they want you to think, and that's what you're thinking now. That's why you don't see it.
But why delete giant bones and then keep dinosaur bones? I don't understand that. You know what I'm
it
saying? You would
doesn't
want to
fit
know more
the
about the giant.
narrative.
You
It
can
doesn't
you can
fit the
use the
narrative.
giant. You can use the giants more than you can the dinosaurs. You can say the giants built the pyramids. You know what I'm saying? You can use them way more than you can dinosaurs. So why delete dinosaurs and keep? I mean, why delete giants and keep dinosaurs? I want to understand it. That's what I'm saying. My thought process of that it wouldn't make sense. It just common sense. You know what I'm saying? Why
Man,
delete
anything that
something like
doesn't
that?
go with the narrative of Western civilization, man, is a threat to it, man. When you got these people trying to control stuff, and you sitting up here saying, "Okay, I'm the Vatican, I'm the Pope, and I want everybody to be under my rule, and I'm using this rule authority from God. It ain't nothing else." And then here you come, and you got a giant and a merman. They're like, "Hold on, it's more stuff than what you just talking about, Mr. Pope, man, and federal government. It'll break the narrative. It'll break the people's paradigm down, man. You know what I'm saying? If they know that a person is conscious and great and soulful beings, and we are not just living here just to be collecting slave bucks every day, and we
Hey,
actually here to and becoming a new dimension or something like that, people would uproar. They were like, man, why am I? sitting up here putting up with taxes and all this. They'll be more trying to think about trying to elevate to another consciousness. And that doesn't fit well with the narrative of the slave system that we're in right now. And
What I'm
before I
telling
before
you,
I go,
what I'm
the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Mesopotamians, they did depict mermaids. Some of the first pictures were when Inky Man was coming out the water with the fish body, and they had the man head, and they was giving knowledge to men. It was rumored that the people came out the ocean and gave knowledge to men. That was Inky Man landing in their spaceship, and they came out to, you ever heard of Poseidon and all these people? All these ancient lords are real, man. These were aquatic dwelling people that came to the people on the
man, he
regular
just
surface
did
of Earth.
good in the Olympics, man. And man got his name, man. That's all it was, man. He was the
This
first.
nigga right
He was the
here.
first winner
Man,
of the Olympics.
man,
So
I just went so deep. You went talking about some Olympics.
I'm
I'm talking
telling you,
about
yeah, that's what
Poseidon
I'm
and
telling you.
Inky
That's where the name
and
came
ancient.
from.
Never heard of
They
Poseidon
had
name.
gladiators back then. What do you think gladiators got their name from? Where do you think Caesar got his name
But
from?
see,
Because he
Man,
was
we
a
talking
ruler.
okay,
about
He was a
Inky and
right.
conqueror. He
coming
took
out of
over
Hey,
some
spaceships
shit
in the
and did
wrong.
water,
some
man.
shit during a
You
time
Aquatic
right
before
and
beings.
you wrong, Jiggy. You right and you wrong,
Genghis
Jiggy.
Khan. Genghis Khan. He got his name because he took over shit and did shit at that time. He just got Aquaman because goddamn it, he was in the water. He could stay. He could hold his breath longer than everybody else. Oh, whoop de fucking do. He just so happened to win that day and was victorious and he got that name. No, that's logic stuff. I'm saying what I'm
Hey, man,
saying
you
is
ever heard of those
ain't
people
no
in
such thing
Indonesia,
as
man?
look. Everything has been science. Your science has really taught you that everything that been pretty much discovered that has been on Earth. Water only because we haven't been, able to habitat it and just be down there like that to explore everything in the water and find out what's in the water. But they can send stuff down there and scoop it up and observe stuff and
Shit.
get species of stuff and get collections of stuff and come back
Shit.
and observe it and be like, oh, okay, well, this was this. You know what I'm saying? You can name it and give it a name and say this what this was. But it's a lot of animals, like you said, that haven't been discovered. But still, I just don't believe in mermaids because you know what I'm saying. I mean, human and fucking a fish. Nah, nah.
Yeah, man. Well, it's been a lot of scientific, I guess, we can call it experiment. Go ahead and mute somebody. There's been a lot of scientific experiments, and with those experiments, man, they've been uh mixing breeds, man. They mix breeds. So, you know what I'm saying? There is a chance that they mixed a fish and a human at one point. We were doing a lot of unclean stuff, back then, before the world was flooded. And that's part of why the world was flooded. It was a lot of that abomination and stuff going on. The giants were actually an abomination, but if you want to look at it, because what it said is the fallen angels came down and slept with man, and when you slept with man, that's how you created a giant, and if that was an abomination in nature's eyes, because it wasn't supposed to be. Now you got that's why right now bestiality is looked at as an abomination too. I've seen some pictures on the internet where I've seen a fucking woman laying there looking like half woman, half dog. It was so fucking nasty. It made my stomach turn. Shit like that. And that's the spirit in me that says, ugh, what would do that? What human would even think to do that? Fucking fuck a goat, a fucking animal, and have a baby with it. Things like that is why the world was flooded, man. You got to think. And I have one more theory that I want to put on top of that. I think that's where the mud flood came from. After the world was flooded and the water began to subside or recede or go down, after the water started to go down, that's when the mud came. And this just talking MJ with that little info. Think about it.
Man, I'm telling you, it still can't. If it was anything like that created, it would have been brought out or did something. You know what I'm saying? With a purpose, like they did the chicken. They you know what I'm saying, domesticated the chicken and you know what I'm saying and created it so that it can feed everybody because it was a good source of something to
It wasn't that. It just the jungle fowl didn't taste good. It
Yeah,
tasted
that too.
better.
You know what I'm saying? It tasted better, but I'm saying you can produce it faster.
And plus,
And
they could
eat.
fly off. They were hard to capture,
Yeah,
so they had to
exactly.
domesticate it so they could make it more docile, where it's more common around humans. They just kind of just flutter out the way. They don't fly off like a bird would when you come up to it. So that's how you know
Exactly.
it's a domesticated animal. A jungle fowl is not.
And you get the eggs and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this
You
question,
process
man,
life.
Mr. Ziggy. Have you ever seen a mountain lion?
Yeah,
Where?
yeah. Huh?
Where?
At the zoo.
Okay. You seen a mountain lion at the zoo? What zoo? Where you at? What zoo was it?
At the Jackson Zoo. Matter of fact.
They don't have mountain lions. They had tigers. I mean, come on, just
No, they
talk
got
mountain
mountain
lions.
lion.
Nigga, we got a couple motherfucking. We might have a couple mountain lions in there, man.
They got mountain lion.
Jackson Zoo ain't got no
They probably got
dang
Yes,
one
they
mountain
of them
do.
lion.
type.
They had one tiger that
You,
broke out one
you,
time.
you
Mountain
ain't
lion.
saying
You
that
gotta
in
say
Jackson, Mississippi, brother. I'm sorry, you ain't seen that. Your imagination saw it.
this.
We had
You
that one
probably
old
seen it
tiger that's
at
up
the
in there
zoo
about
in
to kill
Waco.
everybody that broke out that time.
Google it.
You been to the Waco Zoo or something, man? That's what it was.
Google
So my point is, all right, yeah, bro, Google it. My point is, you haven't seen a mountain lion, but do mountain lions exist?
it. Yeah.
Point taken. So
Yeah.
just because you haven't seen
Yeah.
a mermaid doesn't mean they don't exist.
No, mountain lions, you didn't seen them. You didn't seen them around. Cause
Hey,
then
there you go.
people didn't capture them.
There you
You
go.
see them all the time. The park rangers capturing them in trucks, setting them off in the wild
Okay,
somewhere else. You
I
see them
just
in
so
told
people's
you I seen
backyard.
somebody
Come up,
capture
people
a
people make
mermaid.
camera.
oh,
People got them in
so real
camera.
talk though. So you ain't never heard back in the day when the pirates used to sell the sirens. You ain't never heard them speak about sirens. They used to trap them and kill them,
No,
and they would
no,
sing. They would sing and lure them into a certain spot, and then next time you
no,
know they drown them or whatever. You never heard about those stories?
no.
Same
Ziggy?
thing. Same
Only on
thing with
Pirates of the
the
Caribbean.
mermaids in the
Only
Caribbean
on Pirates
islands,
of the
like
Caribbean. That's
SG
the
was
only time.
mentioning.
No,
It's several encounters of
on any
anybody
land.
that goes to the beach alone at night in the Caribbean. They will become missing because they're lured into the water. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
and them
because you
and
waves
haven't
and
heard
it's
about
one
it,
guy.
current
It's
look,
one guy
it's
that got a
something.
whole house on the beach in
man,
the
you know how people
Caribbean
get
It's
fascinated
something.
that's
with
It's something for you to
dedicated
do your
underwater little
research
to
dead
the
on.
stuff.
mermaid.
It's
Listen,
just
people be
something for
like,
you to
I
do
just
your
want
research on. Nigga, that's all. You know.
pe- people think they can swim and they get sucked up in that current and they go off in that water and they
What
can't
the?
swim and
He
that's what
got one
happened.
for
That's why they
everything.
come up missing. That's why
He
they
had
I
come
saw
up
one
look.
for
missing.
everything.
I don't care
Have y'all
what
ever
they
heard
can't
of
swim.
have
People
y'all ever
can't
heard of the
swim in
people
that
in
current, man.
Indonesia, the divers that can dive underwater and swim for like
Exactly.
30
Them
minutes at a time?
Aquaman.
They can hold their breath.
Them that's who they
Yeah,
call the
you
Aquaman.
hear me? They having large spleens and they can hold their breath for they expert divers. They in Indonesia. Have
And they
anybody
do
ever heard of
spear
that?
fishing. Yeah, they do spear fishing. Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you're
Okay,
talking about.
so how do
I'm
you
glad.
so you never seen one of those dudes? If I told you, man, it was a dude that can hold his breath underwater for 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, what would you say?
I believe it. What you mean? I've seen it on video too. They got it. They got it recorded. They seen it. It's actual. You know what I'm saying? News that they put out there and show. Oh yeah, these
Okay.
people here can go underwater because they used to it. You know what I'm saying? They start from little kids diving underwater, going down, getting stuff, and then they still. You know what I'm saying? That's how they live. So their lifestyle, they're accustomed to it. It's just like you know how to raise a beer up to your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because the lifestyle, you used to it. You know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can do it more than anybody, or you have a high tolerance because you do it more often. It's a difference. If you're doing something more every day, like training for it, then you become accustomed to that and you can do that.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
saying,
Telling you.
So I was gonna say, man, let me cut in for a minute and say, man, it's been a good show tonight, man. But we need to wrap it up, my guys. Go ahead and let us know your last statements, man. If you want to even touch on, I would hate to say, I would hate for Ziggy to touch anything on time. Don't say nothing about time. Don't worry about
Man, we
that.
can go back to it. I'm telling
But
you.
no, I just want to
Everybody
wrap
knows
it up.
time real.
wrap it
We
up.
all know
And,
time exists.
we're gonna let the people know, man. Leave some in the comments, man. If y'all want to help us with this discussion we done had tonight, man, on time or anything, man. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in mermaids and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Let us know, man. And like and subscribe if you like.
I just want to thank the viewers for tuning in tonight to our rabbit hole episode. You know, if y'all have a comment in the section, if y'all want to hear other topics of the discussion for future shows, we'll be gladly to go through them and consider it for topics in future episodes. Like, subscribe, and share. This Just Talk Junior.
We can
Definitely,
get
definitely.
AJ in there or somebody, or I go.
But hey, we can. I want like I said, we all know time exists because animals know certain times to do stuff. Humans know certain time to do stuff. But like I said, you know what I'm saying. Even without time, we still use it. It's a calculated measurement that we use the sun and the moon. You know what I'm saying. We use the moon for light at night. We use the sun for light at daytime. You know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. That's a time all in itself if you think about it how we use that time up. You know what I'm saying? So uh because we know once the sun go down, we got a certain time left to get home at night. You know what I'm saying? Before them street lights come on. Uh you know what I'm saying? So everybody knows, like I said, it's a time to do certain stuff. So it exists. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanna however you wanna twist it and put it and change it, even if
Right.
you out of space or whatever. Like I said, it's a different because you on a different plane or whatever. If you out in space, that's a difference from you know what I'm saying what's calculated right here on ground zero Earth is what we talking
Well,
about
see,
where we stay where everybody should understand where we stay is what I'm saying because people be trying to understand stuff and try to use the narrative of using it in space and try to use it as the same on Earth when you can't do that. You know what I'm
second,
saying? You can't
second,
use another dimension
second,
when we right here on
second.
Earth. And you got to use that dimension that we speaking in. Is what I'm saying
Okay.
to
Thank
get
you.
people
All
to
right. Cause
understand
see, my
what
thing is, man, you're
what's
not
going
using
on.
science though. You're not using mathematical equations. You're not saying we're using
For
speed. We
what?
telling you we're using calculations here, man. We're using geometry. We're
Exactly.
using math. We're using a lot of things to get these numbers, and you just throwing all that out
So
of the
on
window.
Earth,
You just saying fuck
exactly.
all
No.
that.
So on
What I
Earth,
say goes,
Earth
So, but we're
is
gonna wrap it up,
24
bro.
hours.
We're gonna wrap. We'll just agree to disagree, brother. We're gonna wrap it on up,
So,
man.
so
We
you telling
good,
me
bro.
on Earth it ain't 24 hours? It ain't 24 hours on Earth. That's what you telling me. A day ain't 24 hours.
No. Word to people in
No.
Alaska.
On the wall,
What?
dive deep, we ain't scared
Hold
to
on, man. I ain't
fall.
get my last little spill. But
That's
anyway,
the
it's all
question for
good.
everybody. That's
Let
the
the
question
truth
for
stand
everybody.
tall.
Yes or no? Is it 24 hours in a day? And we're
Go
gonna see
ahead.
how many yeses or nos that we get from the viewers.
Go ahead, SG. You can get it out, get it in, man. Go ahead.
As I keep looking at this Statue of Liberty that's buried in sand, I'm gonna put it like this, man. Buddha said that don't worry about the past, don't worry about the future. Only thing you have now is the present. And people would never know true happiness. If you're planning on to be happy in the future and you can't be happy right now in the present, you'll never be happy. And that's one thing that I have learned in my journey in enlightenment. And so that's the only thing I'm gonna say to my subscribers, man. We love y'all. Time is relative to us because we do got to get up and go to work and everything. But the only thing you really got is the present. Do what you be your best self right now, and I guarantee your future will be as well. And we're gonna touch on the simulation theory probably
Let-
another time. I know we can get ready, no pun intended. I know
Hold
we
on.
can get ready to get into that. But
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
we're
hold
gonna
on.
talk
Wait
about
a
that
minute. Wait a
simulation
minute.
theory one
Here
day.
go your son right here on time. Here go your son right here on time. See, you go have to make me
All
forget.
right.
Hold on. Let's talk. Time out. All right. Bam. You said what now? Your point that you was trying to make. Say it off again. Just say it off again.
Man, you
Just once.
interrupted my eloquent soliloquy,
Yes,
man.
yes. Because I want you to understand what you're saying. I don't want to have to go back and watch the video and then come back and say it. I want you to say it now so we can get across
Man,
right quick. We got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes.
don't bring him, man. Let the man get his spill out, man.
Exactly.
This man,
All right.
man, to cut you
All
out.
right, look, we good, man. This
Like,
talk,
share,
just talk show.
subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and
Like,
slide.
share,
We appreciate
subscribe.
you. Join the conversation because y'all see, we still got a lot to say about time. I just got to think a little different. One love.
back like bread.
This has been a Just Talk Show.